Hello everyone. My name is Dara Rath and I'm the pastor at Faith Lutheran Church in Port Elgin, Ontario, Canada. And each week I bring you a story written by a famous author. Some of them are funny, some of them give you something to think about. And that is the case with this particular story I'm going to read you. It's from a book called Flowers in the Wind. And it's written by Doron Weber. A lot of the stories that I tell you are about kindness, and that's the topic here. It's all about kindness. Sometimes it takes a simple act of a child to see how exactly this is done. Doron was new to the neighborhood. Every morning, as Doron walked her daughter to kindergarten, she noticed an elderly man sitting motionless on the front steps of his house. His eyes seemed to be far away and sad, and there was sadness in his features. One autumn morning, her daughter called out, "Hi, Mr. Man." The man, however, didn't look at the little girl or even reply. He just stared into space. When the daughter asked her mother why the man didn't answer, Doron actually didn't know. So she said, "Well, maybe he's just having a bad day." Well, once home, Doron wondered about Mr. Man and what was his story. The next morning, after dropping her daughter off at school, Doron learned the answer from a neighbor who stopped raking leaves in front of her house to chat. She told Doron that the sad man's name was Bob, and that he had recently lost his wife in a car accident. The couple never had children, so Bob was alone in the world. When Doron told her daughter the story, her daughter decided she wanted to cheer Bob up. Well, Doron suggested many things, such as sending him a card or bringing him cookies and other things. For reasons of her own, Doron's daughter vetoed all of these suggestions. And then, one day as they were on their way to school, the daughter suddenly picked up a beautiful red leaf and ran to Mr. Man and gave it to him as a present. She then ran down the steps and said, "See you tomorrow, Mr. Man." And he replied, "See you tomorrow." From that time on, Mr. Man and Doron's daughter became friends, and Bob began to come out of his shell of grief. The years passed by, and Bob became a regular guest at holidays at Doron's house. Then, on the day her daughter graduated from high school, Bob presented her with a book about trees and other plants. And tucked inside the book was the simple red leaf that began his transition from the shadows of sorrow to the light of life. Now, I'm sure that all of you can give examples of occasions when you've met someone and became friends with them, or your children have met people and become close friends, and then they've become sort of a part of the family, coming for dinner and coming for Christmas and so forth. So I hope you enjoyed this little story about kindness of children, and thanks for taking 5, and blessings on your day.